And I'd now like to hand over to Bill Esterson, who is the Shadow Minister for Small Business. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma. And thank you all very much for coming on this evening. And we've had quite a lot happen since the last time we were in this room this time last year. Not least the fantastic manifesto. And can I just thank everybody who contributed to that manifesto, because it gave the people of this country, and it gave an awful lot of small businesses, a great deal of hope about what is possible in this country, in our economy, in particular in supporting our smaller firms. And a lot of you did play an important part in contributing and in telling us exactly what was needed and what is needed to transform our economy to favour small and growing firms. So thank you again. Thank you to Ibrahim and your whole team. Actually, can we say thank you to Ibrahim and the whole team? Yeah. Because, look, I mean, Ibrahim worked tirelessly to promote the cause of SME4Labour, and I haven't seen Sonny. Is Sonny here?
He's not in.
Okay. And Sonny and the rest of the team do as well. As do our close allies in Labour business, because we're the two organisations, of course. And as she just said, and Labour really is demonstrating that we are the party of business. There are getting on for 6 million businesses in this country, and we are right there alongside them, standing up for businesses, as we demonstrated with the manifesto. And she set out some of the key elements, whether it's access to finance or skills. But look, there is so much we can do to improve the access to government contracts through procurement. That was something we touched on in the manifesto. We talked about the scourge of late payment and how damaging that is to the prospects of small firms. And it's brilliant. Debbie Abrahams, our Shadow Work and Pensions Secretary, is here. We'll hear from Debbie in a moment, I'm sure. Debbie championed the issue of late payment and the damage it does to businesses when you first came into Parliament. Brilliantly, I thought. But it's a campaign that continues, and it's one that we made a great deal of in the manifesto, and we continue to do so. Because, we just saw with the failure of Carillion, the disgraceful way that the government was warned, whether it was through the profit warnings or the multiple resignations of senior executives, or, in particular, the fact that they changed their payment terms. A major government contractor changed their payment terms from 30 days to 120 days last summer, and the government still carried on giving out contracts as recently, indeed on some schools contracts as recently as November. This is simply not the way to carry on, and it has to change, and that's why it's so important that Labour continues to advocate so much for smaller firms in particular. And for businesses that want to do the right thing. And we do have those policies in our manifesto to do just that. But I just want to say a word or two about Brexit. Now, Jeremy last week, I think, set out the logical conclusion of where Labour's thinking needed to take us. A customs union to secure the important aspect of a common external tariff. The importance of regulatory standards, the importance, above all, of peace in Ireland, all of which are being ignored or pushed to one side by the government because of their fear of the hard Brexiteers. And in the Labour Party, we are clear that we want a close relationship with the continent of Europe, even if we are leaving the European Union. And that announcement last week, that speech, that new policy that has come forward, demonstrates to the business community that Labour really does get the importance of getting the best possible deal for the economy, for jobs and for business. And we will continue to push on those terms. And I'm afraid what the Prime Minister announced on Friday in her speech and repeated in the House of Commons today really doesn't move the country any very much further forward. Time is fast running out to get the deal with the European Union that business needs, that the economy needs, that jobs need. I'll just give you the figures for the North West. If we crash out with no deal this time next year, Debbie's constituency in Oldham Mine in Merseyside we will see our economy shrink by 12%. 12%. It will be catastrophic for the people that we represent in this party. And that is why we must keep the pressure to get the best possible deal. And that is why Jeremy's speech and the announcement is so important and so timely. So we will continue to work with you, whether it is on getting it right on Brexit as far as possible. I'm under no illusions about the challenges. We've got to do the best we can by the people of this country and for our economy and for jobs. That's what we'll be doing. And we will continue to develop our policies. We look forward to taking on board the ideas that you all have to build on that manifesto from last year, to build the optimism and hope it gave, even as we have the many challenges around Brexit and many other challenges in our society. So thank you all very much for coming along. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and I look forward to joining you in listening to the rest of our speakers. Thank you very much.